Good morning. It is Saturday, February 21st. $11 in the morning. Just going over the game plan of what I'm trying to do. Game plan is we're going to go deliver. We're going to leave out of here about 2 o'clock p.m. Make it down to our delivery. Make it over to our next pickup, hopefully tonight. Pick up early in the morning tomorrow. Sorry. And then drive all day Sunday tomorrow to our delivery. I was just consulting with the map. There's no real good place to park at the customer. It's a big Costco warehouse distribution center. So it's kind of annoying that I can't just go straight to the customer and do a 34-hour reset there, because I'll be there tomorrow. If I can get offloaded and to the pickup tonight, I'll pick up tomorrow morning first thing, and then I'll have a full 10-hour drive ahead of me. But the problem is there's no parking in and around the area that I can get really, really close. So we might have to be an hour to 2 hours away, which is fine. We can still get a reset in. But we'll have to have at least 2 hours to drive in the morning. At least 2 hours. There's a pilot 42 minutes away, according to Google. I'm gonna aim towards it, but depending on how late I get, we'll take. I'm not gonna be hopeful that we'll park there. But I will aim for it. Who knows, maybe I'll pay for parking if there's paid parking available, and we'll pay to park. I don't like paying to park, but if that's what's available and it's 42 minutes away, that I can wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and be an hour early, then that's fine. Because in those situations you can't be that early, so we'll do that. So I'm trying to be very stingy on my time and leave at the last possible minute, so I don't start my clock too early, so I burn my 14. I have enough time to make it to both drop off and pick up, and then wait until tomorrow morning to get picked up, which is fine. I do have food that we're going to cook in the truck, since we're going to stay at the side of the road. I have a steak. We're going to have steak and potatoes tonight, which I had last night. It's fine. So that's the game plan. That's what we're looking at. I did get the videos up for the last, 8 days, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 8 days. Yeah, 8 days. 8 days. Which is, my apologies. I recorded, cause it's so boring. Driving is so boring. I have nothing to really show you guys. I think there was 3 accidents that we came across. That's par for the course. Nothing really special. We will be going into Flatbed in about 2 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. Already got them pulling out my flatbed. They're getting it ready. Type deal. They'll probably pull it out next week actually, and make sure it's got an inspection and everything's good to go. Put my tarps back on it, my dunnage. So I'm hoping to get the same trailer. They said they got new ones in, new 53 footers that are just like it, but I did like that flatbed that I was pulling. It's not my personal one. I do rent flatbeds and Betty White from the company. After next year, I'm looking at purchasing my own trailer. Because after next year, we're going to move to Florida as well. So that's going to be a deciding factor of what trailer I get. I was going to maybe just stay box trailer after next year. Be with just Betty White, but moving south, and I'll stay south because I won't go anywhere higher than Pennsylvania. I won't go further west than Denver in the north. El Paso, maybe Vegas in the south. Maybe up to Sparks, I don't know, in like the summer. But I won't go past that anymore. No Washington, Oregon, California, Wyoming, Idaho. Those are done. Utah, I won't go back out to Utah. Maybe summer months only, I'll head out that way, but when snow starts falling, I'll condense my map a lot more. I won't go up into the snow area very often. Especially the chain law areas, I just won't go into chain law areas at all during winter. And that's just me personally. That's what I want to do. I'll still make great money doing it, but I don't. Me personally, I don't feel the need that I need to go out that way anymore. So I'm not going to go out that way after next year because I'll pay Loco off next year. I'll look at buying a trailer next year or the year after. And we'll be moved to Florida, so I'll be in a completely different region of the world. And I don't need to go to another region, then I'm just going to be that far away from home. Once I pay Loco off, I'm going to go into more of a regional driver. I'm going to stay west and I'm going to stay east and southeast. I'll do the up, like I said, up to Pennsylvania because there's a lot of steel up there. I'll go over to El Paso is really the farthest I want to go. Vegas, if it pays well, kind of deal, like how I am now. And I won't go anything north of 70. I won't go back on 80 anymore, unless I have to go up to Chicago for any dealings with the company. But other than that, I won't go that far. I won't go above 70, and that's just me personally. That's how I want to run my company, and I'll make good money. I'll still make great money doing it, especially in the flatbed industry. Because that stuff always flows, at least in the south, it keeps flowing. And I'll be closer to home. Because I do want to be home at least every other weekend. Once I pay off the truck and I don't have that high overhead anymore, I want to be home a lot more. I'm sacrificing my time and efforts now so I can have that better life on the backside. So I'm gonna go dilly-daddle on a computer or something, maybe play another video game for a moment and just chillax, and we'll wait until about 2 o'clock. It's just hitting. Oh, my truck time didn't catch up with the actual time. We switched time zones. It's 12 o'clock right now, so we got about 2 hours to kill. Because we're going to roll out of here at 1:30, 2 o'clock. So I'll have like an hour or so to play on a video game. So that's what I'm going to go do. Then I'll mosey on over to get some drinks for today. And I don't know if I'm going to film. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, guys. I think I said it before. I'm a huge conspiracy guy. Ever hear the I want to keep those on. The conspiracy theory that McDonald's... It's bright. Hold on. There we go. McDonald's 3D prints their meat using human. That's gross, isn't it? That's really gross. I don't think so. I'm a huge conspiracy guy. Love aliens, love space, love everything dealing with that. But you get some weird ones. Now, humans have been genetically altering food for years. Probably the last 2 decades, 20 years. We've been altering food. GMOs. What's that? It's pretty much a seasoning. It gives flavor. MSG. There we go, MSG. You know, all that stuff is genetically altered. Like, bananas aren't, like, the long yellow bananas, in the wild, they're like yay big. And they're green. Corn is genetically altered. I've seen that broccoli doesn't even exist, never existed in the wild. It was man-made. I don't know. I wasn't there long ago, so I have no idea. But it makes sense. To worry about food and what you're doing with it, there's so much fear and hate and craziness going on in the world. Even this. There's bull urine in it. Red dye is crushed up insects. Dead, crushed up, dried up insects. That's how they get the red dye for food. If you actually looked at what you put in your body, it's not good. Nothing's good. There's nothing healthy. There's parasites and weird crap all over the place. That's just my take on things. I was in the back listening to some things, and I was talking to a buddy of mine that's a little deeper off the deep end than I am. Love you, buddy. You probably don't watch the videos, but love you anyway. One of my soldiers, or not one of my soldiers, we were soldiers together in the Army. Battle buddies, there we go. And, yeah, it was... We were sitting there talking about the 4 alien species that control the Earth, and the changeover in power that's coming because everyone can't get their minds off the Epstein files. And this is about as political as I'll get with this, right? You have everyone so focused on these files that I'll make a comment on something in TikTok or a Facebook page, and I'll be like, hey, did you know there's a moon landing happening this month? And it blows people's minds. Yes, there's a moon landing scheduled. 1 second, I will pull up the date. Okay, so it's planned for March 6th through the 9th is the launch windows, with additional windows through the April 1st through the 6th and April 30th if needed, 2026. It's going to take about 10 days, start to finish, and it's going to be a fly around. And they're going to go fly around the moon the first time since the Apollo missions. Nobody knows it's happening. Nobody knows. Nobody heard anything about this. I love space. I'm a huge space nerd. Star Wars, Star Trek, anything dealing with space. I play a space sim game that I'm really, you know, I'm a huge nerd into that. One of the only games that I've ever paid real money to get. Well, real money, like in-game purchases and everything. That's the only money I've ever put into a game is this one. But no one knows it's happening, right? Because everyone's so upset and so... Politics is my identity, people are so fixated on these files that nobody understands, like, there's a bigger picture going on here. And it's a cover-up to something bigger going on. It always is. It always is. We know this. But that's as political as I'll get on this channel, and about as far into a conspiracy theory with you guys as I'll go. It's just some things should be looked at a little bit broader. Just like the McDonald's using humans in their meat. Yeah, I mean, we are red meat. We're more in the line of cattle and beef than pork, so I guess it makes sense. But then again, you can get a couple thousand hamburgers out of a half of a cow. Half of a cow. So, you never know what's going on. But that's just my little rant. I'm bored at the moment. We're gonna get ready to roll out here in just a few minutes. We're gonna stop and get some fuel. Let's check the time.
We are heading
6:21.
Sussex, Wisconsin.
By the time we can start our process. I've already looked around the truck once today. It was freezing cold, so we'll throw ourselves on duty. We gotta go stop and get some fuel. I definitely need some DEF. We might throw 50 gallons in the tank just because, to get down to the next pickup. That will give us 600 miles because we're just at a half a tank now, but I don't trust it. And yeah. All right. Away we go. All right. Took 34 gallons to fill up my driver's side tank. And yes, I only put fuel in my driver's side because it's my primary. So that's going to suck down first. And then the passenger side is the secondary, and it supplements it, and it kind of cross flows it to the other side. That way it tries to keep the tank level, but it really doesn't. So we got 34 gallons of diesel, and we filled our DEF tank to the max. So we're good to go. We'll be able to idle tonight, which is good because it's probably going to be really cold again tonight. I can't wait for spring and summer. Warmer weather. Wants us to go this way. Okay. Yeah.
East Main Street towards 810th Avenue.
Because if we go this way, if we go to the right, it links up with 90 up here in like 3 miles. Yeah, we'll go this way.
Follow the route for 3 miles.
Look at those Kenworths over there. Woo! Look at W9s. I don't think I'd get a flat top. I love a studio sleeper. I always want a studio sleeper. That is like my dream truck. A W900 with a studio sleeper. Oh, I'd be in heaven. Actually, I really want one of the, I call them a house truck. They're custom sleepers. They have a bathroom, a kitchen, a dinette. They're real fancy trucks. That's what I really want. That's my I wouldn't mind trucking and staying out on the road a lot longer than I do now with one of those trucks. Snowstorm that we've been following. This is the aftermath. We stopped for a potty break, and whew, my back teeth were floating. We're about an hour and 20 minutes away, 88 miles from our delivery. Looks like we're getting there about 6:30-ish, so an hour and a half early, well, 2 hours early from our appointment time, so we're doing okay. We still got plenty of time on our 14 to get unloaded and to our next pickup, where we are going to sleep on the side of the road down there. Yeah, okay, this car don't let me in.
Follow Interstate 39 south for 24 miles.
Alright. Time to get back to work. Well, we made it to the shipper. There's a guard shack back there. Those aren't trailer lights. Those are just road lights. It is snowing. I don't know how much snow is supposed to come down, but it's snowing. I wanted to at least get out of the truck a little bit. And I was going to walk over there, but I was like, nah, never mind. We parked right there. You can almost not see my tire marks anymore. No, I'm sorry. We parked on this side, because we came in from that way. We pulled up, backed in, and then switched to be along this fence. I think being along that fence is a little bit better than there's a car coming. I didn't want to be on that side of the road anymore. We're gonna get in the truck. It's cold. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold. So yeah, I didn't want to be on that side of the road. One, there was fire hydrant right there. That's where we're going. Got the hiccups. Didn't have the hiccups out there, but then I squished my tummy and got hiccups. So I turned it around in their driveway, and I pulled along the fence. I gave room, and I know if by odd chance someone's gonna back up right next to me, I should pull a little bit forward to alleviate that, and I probably will. But I gave room for trucks to maneuver in front of me. I don't think I'll have a problem here. There's nothing that says I can't park here. There's no parking signs. And back that way is movie theater. I was half tempted to go. But I'm going to cook me a steak. It's back there on the counter right there, ready to go. I'm going to clean up a little bit. We are officially 10 hours away from our delivery. We're not going to go straight to it because we can't. Costco is strictly appointment only. You got to be there at your appointment. We'll get there about an hour early. You should be able to be like 30 minutes to an hour early. So that's fine. What else? There's a couple places that I'm kind of thinking of. It's within the distance. I can't go into here until about 11 a.m. So we'll have a good night's sleep unless someone bothers me, which I don't think we will. We're right up against the curb. We should be fine, and there's plenty of room to get around as a car just passes me. Hopefully the snow's not going to be too bad here. So I'm going to check the weather as soon as I get done with this. But, yeah. We will figure out what we're going to do tomorrow. Because I'd like to stop early. Get as far down the road as we can. Get as close as we can, I should say. That way I can stop and just have Monday completely off and get it reset in. I think that's going to work just fine for us. Alright guys, I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and the little bell. I know my videos are horrible and they're absolutely boring. Give me a couple more months and we'll get back to Flatbed where it's a little bit more interesting.